Beauty DIY by the Fashion Reps.
Hey guys, Reina here from the Fashion Reps. So today I'm gonna make a tutorial for your eyebrows. So a lot of people has been asking me, how do I shape and maintain my eyebrows? Do I go to a specific place? No, I don't. I don't go to a specific place just because it's gonna cost a bomb to maintain your eyebrows if you keep going to somebody else to actually maintain it for you. So I'm gonna show you guys how I maintain and shape my own eyebrows. As you can see, I actually grew it out so that I can make this video. So yeah, so what you guys would need is actually a tweezer. You guys would need a pointy instrument. So I'm gonna use my brush, but you can use like a pen, pencil, whatever, as long as it has a pointy and straight point. I'm also gonna use an eyeliner. So this is gonna help me mark the places where I wanna basically remove all of the eyebrows that I don't want, basically. And it's also gonna help me in cases where I want to try a new shape of eyebrows, and basically you draw it on first before you actually pluck them out to see if if it looks right. And you'll also need a mirror. Oops. So we're gonna start.
To get the natural contour of your eyebrows, get your pointy instrument and place it on the side of your nose. Make sure that it's aligned with the inner corner of your eye. Using your eyeliner, mark the spot where the instrument meets your eyebrows. Now, making sure that the bottom of the instrument is still at the side of your nose, look forward and move the tip of the instrument to where your pupil is. Mark another spot. Still keeping the base of the instrument to the side of your nose, align it to the outer corner of your eyes. Mark the last spot. This spot matches the natural length of your eyebrows. Now, this mark is where the highest point of your arch should be, and this one is where the eyebrow should start. And if you need to, you can just connect the dots. This will make it easier for you to determine the hairs to remove. And now, just start plucking. I have a few tips for you when you're doing this. Tip number 1. If you're not used to this and you're worried about the pain, wash your face first with warm water beforehand. The warm water will actually open up your pores, making it easier to pluck away the hairs. And if that doesn't work, here's tip number 2. Another way is to pull your skin, making it taut. Well, plucking from a taut area will decrease the pain. And lastly, this is more of a shaping tip. When shaping your eyebrows, the top of your brow should only be slightly altered. I mean, just clean it up a bit. Most of the shaping happens on the bottom part of your brows. So that's one eyebrow done. See the difference? The messy side and the clean side. You guys should see the difference. You can see a noticeable smooth line. Now moving on to the other brow. If you've been doing this as long as I have, you don't even need the marks anymore. Better yet, just make sure you maintain your brows every 2 days to have flawless brows all the time. If you have sparse eyebrows, like me, you really don't want to pluck too much, but longer hairs do ruin sleek effects. Well, I fixed this with my trusty kimono grooming scissors. Cutest thing ever. And you just snip away the longer hairs. The blades are slanted, so it's much easier than it sounds. Oh, on that note, warning, huge warning. Use proper grooming scissors, people. Never ever use those big ass stationary scissors. Seriously, you can poke your eye out with one of those. Another tip for you guys. Here's a basic structure of my current eyebrows. Like I mentioned before, nothing major on the top of my eyebrows. But I made a huge change at the bottom of my eyebrows and added an arch. Yeah, my brows are naturally pretty straight. Anything outside the lines had to go. You may think that there's not a lot of difference, but remember, mine was already shaped. Here's the full structure of my natural brows. It was sparse and so broad. If you look closely, the arrow shows how bushy the end of my brows are. See, the black arrow showed where I wanted it to actually end. So anything below that area had to go. Now, the final step, filling in your brows. Grab your brow liner and start filling with light strokes. Don't press too hard. I usually just fill in the areas where I really need them, and now you're done. Alright, major tip number 1. Don't get tweezer happy. It's better to go slow and gradually remove hairs than removing a chunk of it in one go. Once you've over tweezed, you're stuck with no eyebrows, and that ain't cute. Tip number 2. Do draw in new eyebrow shapes. Draw in your desired shape and just fade out parts that you want to tweeze out. Get a feel of the new shape first. Get a second opinion, whatever. Just look at it first. Just don't go kamikaze into it. This technique is really useful for DIY shaping. You can use it to see if a thinner brow works for you, or I don't know, maybe a higher arch. The age-old question, should I use a brow liner or an eyeliner? Well, here's tip number 3. Do use proper brow liners. There actually is a difference. Here, I'll show you. This is my brow liner. When using a brow liner, avoid using the pointed part of the liner. Using soft swipes, this is how a product should be deposited on your brow. An eyeliner, on the other hand, is way harsher than a brow liner. See how heavy the product is, even with just a few soft strokes? You want to fill in your brows, people, not draw them on. And that's it, you're done. Hopefully this tutorial helps. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next tutorial. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to subscribe.